Alright guys, welcome back to YT Reviews. On this channel, I go through all the channels that I subscribe to, which is almost 600 and growing. I give each channel its own video, reviewing it, reacting to some of the videos, no matter how many subscribers they have. If they have millions, tens of thousands, only 20 subscribers, 100 subscribers, it doesn't matter. There's a reason I subbed, so I'm going to give each video its just due. Today, I'm reacting to a channel called Barralet. I believe that's how you pronounce the last name. I may be wrong. This channel is dedicated to crystals, angels, chakras, astrology, essential oils. I originally subscribed to this channel, I think, in 2017 when I started getting into my spirituality and all that, and I wanted to learn more about crystals. I was living out in Vegas and I bought a bunch of crystals, man. I mean, a lot of them I still have. Right here, got my clear quartz. Been using this to meditate since 2017. I should clean it and use it. It's been a while. What else? I think this is green calcite or something. This is one of my favorite ones. Of course, I got my amethyst. You know, I got some good ones. Got a lot of crystals, man. I got a whole bunch over here. Got more in my room. So, yeah, I'm going to keep them right here while I do this review, actually. So, yeah, I subscribe to him just because he has some really good informative videos on crystals. So, I wanted to check him out. Right now, he has 75,700 subscribers. 590 videos at 6.5 million views, and he's been on YouTube since 2008. I don't know if he's been making videos that long, but we'll see. It says, crystals are a gift from Mother Earth. It is my hope that through a greater understanding of crystals and their energy, you shall reconnect with all of nature and feel inspired to protect, preserve, and promote its beauty, just as I do. I have created a brand called Crystal Connections, which offers a range of products and services designed to enhance your connections with your favorite crystals. Alright, that's what's up, man. Let's see. His latest video was 2 days ago. It looks like he has a live scheduled for the 31st. Looks like a collab he's doing with another YouTuber, maybe. His most popular video is at 233,000 views 7 years ago, about Lapis Lazuli. I definitely like Lapis. I got a little Lapis stone and a bracelet that just broke probably like 3 weeks ago, so I have to fix that. His second most popular is on amethyst. That's my birthstone. Okay. His oldest video is from 8 years ago, talking about cleansing your crystals. So yeah, I'm really into crystals, man. I wrote a whole book on meditation and the phenomena associated with it. This is my book that I wrote. I published it in November last year, 2022. It's called A Guide Through the Mind and Out of the Body, but chapter 7 is about crystals. So I'm definitely into them. I'll share my book another time, but yeah, this video is about but look, chapter 7, crystals and gemstones. You probably can't see that on there. It's all good. Alright, let's get to it. So let's check out his first video. It said rethinking cleansing your crystals. So let's see, I think he's gonna probably talk about maybe putting your crystals out in the sun and running water over them if you're able to, and giving it good energy, good intentions.
I'm Barralet.
Using your thoughts and whatnot. But everybody has different not everybody, but some people have different methods. I probably learned how to clean my crystals through him, watching this video in 2017. I don't know. So let's see what he has to say. You know, some crystals you don't want to keep out in the sun, and some you don't want to run water over. I'm sure he'll tell us.
Welcome to another Crystal Connections video. Today we're going to explore cleansing, why you do it, and how you do it. So you've just got yourself a brand new crystal and you can't wait to start working with it, meditating with it and wearing it. But it's a really good idea before you do this to cleanse your crystal. The reason we do this is what makes a crystal special is it has a very ordered structure. Crystals grow in perfect little squares or triangles or rectangles or hexagons, and within this shape it holds large amounts of energy. So your crystal before it came to you has probably picked up energy from other people that have handled it and from its environment from where it came. By cleansing it, what we're aiming to do is bring it back to its natural balanced state. Similar to if you had a USB. Before you started using it, you'd want it to be blank. Or if you were going to paint a painting, you'd want a blank canvas.
Right, right.
So how do we cleanse our crystal? I like to use nature to cleanse our crystals. The reason I do this is because nature is always seeking balance. And that's what it basically has been doing for thousands upon probably millions of years. Think about an example of maybe if you're watching a nature documentary and you see on the African savannah that there's no rain, so the grasses aren't growing. There's less antelope and so the lions are struggling and not breeding. But then the rains come, grass sprouts up everywhere and the antelope come back and the lions have plenty of food and then go keep on breeding. And so you have this kind of circle of life balancing itself out. You even see it on a global scale now with climate change. As humans affect the environment, nature is working hard to regain balance. So nature is all
Right. And I feel like too, like the more humans negatively affect the environment, you know, Mother Nature is precious as she is. She's still alive, still conscious, and taking on the energy, she can't help but project that energy out in the form of storms, natural disasters, ecosystems being destroyed, all that stuff, you know, all that, even altering our state of consciousness, you know, we're deeply all connected to the earth, and without all of Earth's elements and all of the energy that Earth gives off, who's to say that we would even be conscious? Obviously, we wouldn't be alive if we couldn't eat off it. So, you know, we gotta. I mean, most people don't think this way, but if we could all collectively think this way, then you know, our whole state of consciousness could rise to a higher level that we've never seen on this planet if we start treating the planet right, because the energy that she gives off affects our mind state, our consciousness, just like the stars, the sun does, the planets, the constellations, all that.
always seeking balance. Now you may have sometimes heard of different human techniques of cleansing the crystals, such as white light or visualization or Reiki. What I find is humans are spending their whole lives trying to find balance. So we have good days, we have bad days. It's very much like a pendulum swing. And I feel that when we're trying to bring a crystal back to balance, if we're not balanced ourselves, we may taint or affect that energy of that crystal as well when we're trying to bring it back to balance. So that's why I rely on nature. Maybe I'm just lazy. Now, there are lots of different ways of using nature to cleanse your crystals. You may have heard of some like putting them in the ocean, or on rock salt, or on the ground, or using smudge stick, or under the full moon. What I find is that a lot of people use just one technique to cleanse all their crystals. But different elements of nature have different energies. For example, think of the full moon. A lot of people will take all their crystals outside and put them out under the full moon. How do you feel under the full moon? The full moon is very peaceful, magical, and introspective. So if you've got crystals like maybe a ruby, which is a fiery, passionate crystal, and then putting it under the peaceful, gentle full moon, that's kind of like me taking your grandparents out for a nice night, taking them drinking.
Hey, he's a good speaker. Like, I don't know if this is the first video he's ever made, but he could definitely do like a lecture or do classes just teaching about the stuff he's passionate about. He's a pretty good talker.
And night clubbing. The energies don't quite match up. So I like to use 6 different techniques to use them. These are fire, air, water, earth, the sun and the moon. And I'll discuss them in the other videos on the YouTube channel that you can watch. So what I'm inviting you to do is when you work with your crystals, actually think about what energy you want to imbue with it, and use that technique to use it as well. Now, I will recommend different ways in my book and in my videos, but basically I'm not saying that my way is the correct way. A ruby doesn't have to be cleansed with fire. You just have to think about what energy you want to cleanse that crystal with. Don't treat your crystals as a whole group. Treat them as individuals as they are. And you'll find that your connection with them and your relationship with them will really grow, and you'll get a lot more out of them. Other reasons you'd cleanse your crystals would be after times of heavy use, or if you've been around a lot of negative energy or destructive energy, or you may have programmed your crystal for a specific use and now you actually want to use it for a brand new use. So you cleanse it and reprogram it, which I'll explore in another video. So now, to start cleansing your crystal, all you need to do is decide whether you want to use fire, air, earth, water, the sun or the moon. Watch the other videos on my channel on each of these different elements and decide from there. Thank you for watching this video.
That was a good first video, bro. I knew I subscribed for a reason. Okay, let's check out his most popular video on Lapis Lazuli. Very ancient crystal. Been used for tens of thousands of years, probably longer. I need to clean my crystals.
Hello, I'm Barralet. Welcome to this Crystal Connections video. We're exploring Lapis Lazuli. Lapis Lazuli is a really interesting stone because whereas other
I need to hit my crystal, my clear quartz with some fire, man.
Crystals will help to bring you to their energy or bring you to their vibration, either ground you or uplift you or so on. Lapis Lazuli is like a mighty, all-powerful, regal queen who sits on her throne and will refuse to lower herself to your level. If you like Game of Thrones, think of Cersei. So what she'll do is she'll wait until you come to the same vibration as her, and then she'll gift you with all her powers and all her energies and all her teachings. Funnily enough, I speak to lots of different people and get asked a lot.
That must be from the book. He said something about Game of Thrones. Cersei blessing people with her powers and gifts, because I've only seen Cersei in Game of Thrones act a straight fool. She a bitch for real.
Why does my jewelry go missing? And when I asked them what the jewelry was, 50% of the time it's Lapis Lazuli. Lapis Lazuli.
See, look, you got the video on Malachite in the corner. That's the one I got right here.
Only work with you when you're ready. But when you're ready, let me tell you about all the great things that she can bring to you. Let's explore that now, shall we?
Lapis for leadership.
Lapis Lazuli
help you
is not
assert yourself, assert your dominance, and make you confident in speaking. That jacket's kind of clean too, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
crystal. It's actually a stone made out of 3 different crystals. Now when you look at the stone, you'll see there's the blue, the main colour, and that comes from lazurite. And lazurite helps to open up the intuition, helps to bring that guidance, and works really well with the 3rd eye chakra. You'll then see veins and bits of white in it, and that's white calcite. Now all calcites clear and cleanse. So you get
I got my green calcite right here.
And then finally, you can see on the top here, there's lots of gold, and that's pyrite, fool's gold, and that grows in perfect little squares within the lapis, and when it's by itself as well.
I have 2 little pieces of lapis right here.
But
my lapis stone is in my room, but I got
calcite clears away the distraction.
some lapis
Pyrite
in here.
helps you understand that information that's coming in and work out what to do with it. Because of that, it's earned the name of Stone of the Gods, Kings and Leaders. It was very popular in ancient Egypt, so much so that Cleopatra used to crush it up and wear it as eyeshadow, because it helps those leaders to know what to do and to follow that direction. So they get that wisdom, they get that guidance, they get that intuitive knowledge, but they use it to their advantage, and they make sure they make a change out of it as well.
Facts.
Edgar Cayce and other intuitives also believe that this was a very popular stone used in Atlantis. Again, it's a priest and a priestess as one. So when you're drawn to work with Lapis Lazuli, it's time for you to start making some dramatic change for your life and for other people's lives as well. Lapis Lazuli is a stone of vision, and it helps you to have vision for the future. So if you're feeling a little bit flat and you're not too sure where you're going, start working with Lapis Lazuli. Wear it constantly throughout the day and have it in your pillowcase at night, and pay attention to your dreams. You also want to take some time meditating with it, either holding it in your receptive hand,
Yeah, I hope you guys are learning something watching this.
the hand you don't write with, or even placing it on the 3rd eye for a while.
That's what I do with my amethyst. Not this one, but the other piece I have in my room, a bigger piece. I put it on my 3rd eye when I meditate. Give me clear visions.
Let your visions and foresight and what you want to start doing with your life start to unfold. Pay attention to your thoughts, pay attention to your dreams. Lapis will bring you guidance. It also can be used for your physical vision. Now you may want to rest with bits of lapis on your eyes, or make an elixir with some water and spray that on your eyes, or even placing it near your eye cream. Anything that will help to improve your vision, especially your vision at night. Lapis Lazuli brings you guidance, but that calcite and the pyrite get rid of all the rubbish. So this is a stone of honesty and truth. It helps you to be more honest and truthful, because when you're a leader, when you take power and sit on your own throne, you don't need to lie to anyone, you speak your truth. It also helps you to have truthful conversations with others. If you need to be honest to someone, or you need to have a deep and meaningful, then have Lapis Lazuli in the space and even on you. It's going to really help things to be a lot more authentic, honest, open, and for you to say what you need to say, to get done what you need to get done. It takes away all that fear of being worried about hurting people, because in the end, when we're dishonest, we hurt people even more. So Lapis Lazuli helps you to be truthful and honest, not just in special times, but whenever you need to be. Lapis Lazuli resonates with the element of air, because you've got that calcite in it that helps to cleanse away energy, and you've got the pyrite, which is all about organisation and structure. It's really good for cleansing the air in a space. One of my favourite things to do is get some lapis and place it in the pots of air purifying plants. Aloe vera is a great one to have in your bedroom, for example, because it respires at night. But if you Google, you'll find a whole list of different ones that are fine to actually take away all the toxins out of the air. Put the Lapis Lazuli in the soil or near the plant, and that'll energetically help that plant to work even more effectively.
That's dope, bro. I gotta try that.
Before I'm going to do any major meditation or working with my Lapis Lazuli, I'm going to want to cleanse it. And the element I use to cleanse Lapis Lazuli with is air. So placing it outside on a windy day or passing it through incense smoke is the ideal way to cleanse this stone. However, if you want to take that one step further, as you notice when you look at Lapis Lazuli, it kind of looks like a starry night. So what I'll do is I'll put that outside on the moment I see the first star, and I'll leave it out there until the last star vanishes in the morning. So from sunset to sunrise. When I'm working with Lapis Lazuli, the animal guide that I call upon is Cat. Cat can teach you the virtues of independence, being self-sufficient, and can allow you to give to other people without the need of needing anything in return, because you are a whole person, and Cat shows you how to do that. Cat is also believed to be one of the most psychically intuitive animals. You know, you may see a cat, whether it be your own or someone else's, that will sit there staring at something.
I got 8 cats running around my property right now. 6 of them are here to stay. 2 of them were looking for a home right now, little kittens. But I definitely keep a lot of cats around me. I just had my Scottish fold walk by right now.
In the house, and you're like, what are you looking at? Why are you staring there looking in the corner for so long? The witches and the wise women of old were always renowned for having a cat around, and it's because cat helps us alert things that we can't sense. And so working with cat can help you to discover new and...
Bro, I got a whole passage in my book talking about using crystals in conjunction with your cat, or using crystals to relax a cat. I got a sick jade collar on my favorite cat.
Interesting things about your spirituality. The plant that I work with is sandalwood. And sandalwood is such a great wood to have on your altar to help bring in spiritual contact, whether it be spirits or guides or elemental beings, whatever you want to work with. Wearing sandalwood beads can be very protective and help spiritual awareness, as can burning the incense or the resin. But my favourite thing to use is sandalwood essential oil, and diffusing that, you'll know it's got such an amazing scent. It's very grounding, but also uplifting at the same time. And this is what a leader who's going to work with Lapis Lazuli needs. They need to be grounded, and they need to be connected as well. I always like to say a tree can only grow as high as its roots go deep.
That was a good video, pretty informative. Alright, let's check out his most recent video, Cat's Eye. Chrysobaro.
Hello. Now, first of all, I should acknowledge the person Connections video, we're exploring the crystal of cat.
It's interesting seeing how people age over time. Because that video we just watched was like 7, 8 years ago.
Now, first of all, I should acknowledge the person who inspired me to do this video. In my time here in the Kingdom of Bahrain, one of the nicest people I've met, her name is Nora, and her favourite crystal is cat's eye. So I thought it was about time I dived in, explored this crystal over a few months, and then chrysoberyl. Now, why it's called cat's eye is because it has something called chatoyance. Now, chatoyance is actually derived from a French word that means cat's eye. And it's a crystal that has a sheen on it. Now, you've probably seen chatoyance most commonly in crystals such as tiger's eye or maybe petersite that has that kind of shimmer to it. And we also kind of see an asterism, which is also like a kind of chatoyance in things like star rubies, star sapphires, black star diopside, star rose quartz, and so on. So with the cat's eye chrysoberyl, what you're going to see is it's a yellow or green stone, kind of a chartreuse colour often, and it has just one line that kind of dances across it when it's kind of moved in the light. Kind of like a cat that's always watching you. Now, if you're a cat lover like I am, I think you're going to really like this crystal, but it is a powerful crystal that's been used, especially in the East, for many, many centuries for a whole range of different things. And today, we're going to explore them. So let's dive in and explore cat's eye. One of the most common uses for cat's eye chrysoberyl is for protection, and it's been used for centuries for particularly that. In parts of the Middle East, it's used to ward off the evil eye, and in India in particular, it's actually used to ward off sickness, poverty.
But you know, I do these videos unedited, man, so you know, I could easily edit it, but why? For now, I'm just going with the flow. But I had somebody drop my dog off for me, so I had to go out.
And unforeseen enemies. So gridding it around your house or having it around on your person, wearing it as a piece of jewelry, will help to guard you against different types of misfortune. Now, because of its color, that yellowy green color, it resonates really beautiful with a lesser known chakra. This chakra is known as the spleen chakra. It's located on your left-hand side near your lower ribs. Now, it is to do with the flow of prana, chi, or life force in and out of your body. Now, when this is an unbalanced chakra, what happens is you're more susceptible to what I refer to as energy vampires. Now, energy vampires can be people that leave you feeling drained and low afterwards, or it can be different activities. Maybe TV, maybe doom scrolling on social media also drains your life force and doesn't get you enthusiastic as well. If you need to counteract either outside...
Man, bro, for real, you get stuck watching YouTube shorts, TikToks, Reels, or just scrolling through your timeline, bro. That shit is draining, bro. That shit completely drains your energy. It's bad.
Influences or inside habits, then wearing this cat's eye can be really, really beneficial in helping to ward you against that. Sometimes there are people, maybe at work, in our family or so on, that we can't always avoid. We can make sure we don't give them too much attention or energy, but if we've got to spend time with them at a Christmas gathering, or if we've got to work with them each day, try your cat's eye chrysoberyl, keeping that to make sure that whatever negativity they bring into the space, you don't allow it to drain your life force and drain your energy as well. Now, not only can cat's eye chrysoberyl be really, really great for helping to ward against these things around you, but what are the negative habits within you that you need to guard against yourself? Maybe you're starting to set new resolutions on a new moon or a new year or something like that, but sometimes we need to replace a bad habit with a good habit. Chrysoberyl, in the form of a cat's eye chrysoberyl, is really, really great for helping you guard against those negative energies within yourself, especially your mind. So if you tend to go into negative, spiral into negative thought patterns, if something kind of doesn't work out, like you set a goal and at the first sign of trouble, you spiral out of control, this is going to be a really, really great crystal for you. So whether you need to guard against the evil eye, sickness, poverty, unforeseen enemies, or those energy vampires, or you need to guard against your worst enemy that can be yourself sometimes, then at those moments, reach for your cat's eye chrysoberyl.
All right, you guys hear that? If you feel like your own worst enemy, get you some cat's eye. All right, let's see. I'm gonna click a random one. I'm gonna just scroll, keep my eyes closed, and click. 5 crystals and essential oils for Thanksgiving and gratitude. Okay. This is right around
Hello, I'm Adam
Thanksgiving.
Barralet, and welcome to this
But
video
we're still
where
in
we're
the holiday
looking
season,
at different
so could
crystals
be useful.
and essential oils that you can use at Thanksgiving or any time when you want to increase gratitude. Now, this is the first time in over a decade that I'm not celebrating my Thanksgiving with loved ones and friends. And although I haven't lived in America for over a decade, we would still gather all our friends together
And one of my
on
kitties,
the
one with the
first
jade
or the final
crystal.
Saturday, because we don't get the Thursday off.
The one with the jade collar too. And I feel like I should loosen it, honestly. But
Off in Australia, we'd all have a massive meal, and then we'd do something that I really loved. More
Nah,
than the
he's
food,
fine,
more
he's
than
good.
getting everyone together. We would go around the table and everyone would share what they're grateful for. Their partner, their family, their friends, the opportunities of the year, their good health, maybe
got a big Siamese. He's a twin too.
their living
His sister's around
situation,
here somewhere.
all of these different things. And I think so much happens in the world, and all the other celebrations that we often have other kind of, religious or spiritual meanings, but this one's just about gratitude. And that's what we made our Thanksgiving about. And so today, since I'm in Bahrain by myself, I'm leaning into my own sense of gratitude, and I wanted to create a video for you with gratitude is an essential. I'm going to start off with a couple of big guns. And the first one I'm starting off with is an essential oil, which is rose essential oil. Now, one of the things that I feel sometimes gets in the way of gratitude is that we close down our heart, our judgmental heart. Rose is the oil of unconditional love. Now, we all say, oh yes, I know what I love my partner and I love my friends unconditionally. Now I say, okay, so if you got home and your partner was sleeping with your best friend, had thrown all your crystals and oils in the bin and had burnt down the house, would you still love them? And people are like, oh no. Well then, there are conditions on that love. Now that's an extreme example, but also think about how often we get annoyed because someone forgets our birthday, or someone forgets to do something they said they'd do, or they behave in a way that we don't like. We put conditions on people and try and mold them to behave in a way so that we will give them love. Rose, being a flower oil, as all the flower oils do, they help us to open up to different experiences. And Rose says, what happens if you love someone for who they want to be rather than who you want them to be? What would that be like if you just let people grow into the people they want to be? Imagine if none of us felt expectations from other people to change who we are. Imagine what you would be like if you could just be who you are and everyone would love you, no matter what choices you made. That's what Rose helps us to do, to be grateful for those that are in our lives and to love them. We can sing in and say the rest. We look at all the and understand get why they've, and here it is in this pendant here. It's
Moldavite.
I told you I was going to start off with a couple of big guns, and the next one is a crystal. Got it on my finger at the moment, and here it is in this pendant here. It's Moldavite, of course, that tektite, that green tektite that was created by a meteor crashing into the Czech Republic near the Moldau River and creating a fusion between, and it's this green one here, not the aqua aura, this green one here, a fusion between stardust and earth.
That's
now,
tight.
there is no more powerful galactic kind of crystal that really works with the heart chakra. And that's where we're kind of focusing on that gratitude. What I love with Moldavite is there's an expression that I once read that I keep on using over and over again. It helps you to fall back in love with life. There are many challenges in our life right now in this time and at any time. I think any time in history has been challenging in one way or another. But if we want to be expansive, we have to look at what we're grateful for. We know that when we're grateful, we get into the mode of receivership, and that allows us to receive more. So if you're not happy with life at the moment, if you think you've got nothing to be grateful for right now, then grab your Moldavite. Rest it on your heart. Think about what you're grateful for. Share what you're grateful for. Maybe send some messages or even make some phone calls or catch up with people.
It's crazy how each crystal has its own properties and benefits that can aid you and mentally, physically, spiritually, whatever. And the information has been passed on down, and it's conventional information that people that know about crystals are aware of and share. And it's the uses for crystals doesn't really change. It's interesting.
Card, a letter, whatever it may be, and tell people that you're grateful for them. List all those different things in. But if you're
Bet. Let's see, does he got any shorts? No shorts. Yo, he got a lot of videos for sure. Nice, man. Hey, well, you guys make sure you subscribe to this channel if you're into crystals. I didn't get into the angelic talk. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not too much into angels like Azrael or Azrael, whatever. All them demons. Some say they're angels, some say they're demons. The 72 Angels of Magic. I have that book. I would grab it. I see it right there, but it's got like 15 books on top of it. So, um, I'm more into my Orishas, my African principalities and gods and goddesses. I got Oba, Olokun, and Elegua with me. I got Sekhmet down there. But yeah, make sure you guys subscribe to his channel. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. And I'm going to double back with another video right now. Appreciate y'all. Peace.